play-along session. Once again, folks, it's really great to see all my trad friends out there, all over the country, northeast, south, and west, from one end of the country to the other. Thanks so much for tuning in to my 6th annual St. Patrick's Day celebration play-along session. It's my 215th session, yes indeed, and it's the 6th annual, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. This makes the 6th one. And I can see folks, like I said, tuning in from all over the country. And I really, really appreciate you joining me today, taking a few minutes out of your Monday, a very special Monday, and playing along with me. It's the first time a Monday and St. Patrick's Day has coincided with each other. Lots of folks are out there and enjoying themselves. And you can see I've tried to brighten up the office here, my Chattanooga office. Behind me, you'll see I've gaily decorated my bookcase with some finery there, some green fuzzy banners. And we've got Felix today has 2 hats. He's got this hat, which was made for him years ago by Nan Butler, and I always like to feature that one. But our own local player here, Paula Berard, also made him a kind of a skull cap in green, so he's got 2 different caps he can wear today. We'll go back and forth between them just so we can enjoy it. My mom and dad are out there, of course, in LaPorte, Indiana, watching, and they sent me all kinds of goodies in the mail the other day, including one of my first box of Lucky Charms with the perfect thing for today. If you stick around long enough today, folks, I'll tell you what, before the last tune, before our polka, to finish out our session today, I will open this box of Lucky Charms and pour the whole box in my mouth. How's that for an exciting thing to look forward to, am I right? Okay, well, it's time to play some tunes, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get down to it, and let's start with St. Patrick's Day in the Morning, a great jig, a set dance really, but it also works great as a 2-part jig. Kind of my own arrangement of it. It's included in my Learn to Play Irish Trad Fiddle book. But get yourselves ready. We'll do 2 medium versions and then one time a little up to tempo to get those toes tapping. Are you ready? Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Here we go. 1, 2. time. Here we go. perfect jig to start out the perfect day and the perfect playlist of tunes for all of us out there who love Irish trad tunes. Gosh, I'm talking away here and I almost forgot the coolest gift that I think I've ever gotten, and that is this special t-shirt that I'm wearing today, which was a gift from my trad friend out there in Oregon, Julie Zamudio. She saw one of her own students was wearing one like it, and she thought of me, a guy who loves Irish music and dinosaurs. So happy St. Pat Rex Day to each and every one of you. Pretty cool, isn't it? Thanks, Julie, for thinking of me and sending me this perfect gift. And I should just feature that. My shirt is just in the way, so we need to get that out of the way so you can see it the whole time. All right. What a great day. What a special day it is here at the Morley household on Monday, March 17th, 2025. I look forward to seeing all of your comments later, so keep them coming. And later on, I'm going to ask you to make some special comments, and so we'll talk about that. But let's keep playing here. So many good tunes that I picked on the playlist today to celebrate Ireland and Irish traditional music. And here's a great polka. I usually save them to the last, but I'm going to play two polkas today, and one at the beginning and one at the end. And here's Oh, the Britches Full of Stitches, a great tune that was recorded by the Chieftains and so many others. A fun tune that I've played 500,000 times and taught to students another 500,000 more. So I never get tired of it. It's so much fun. Key of A, 3 times around, 2 times medium, and 1 time a little faster, kind of session speed. Are you ready, folks? Pick up your fiddle or your flute or your mandolin, and here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Britches Full of Stitches, a fun tune to play whether you're a beginner or a intermediate player, or if you love Irish tunes, a fine polka tune to play right here at the beginning of our program. I kind of didn't see your names go by as I was talking here at the beginning, but want to say hello to folks like Stephanie and Connie and Susan and Betsy. They're all out there, I know, great friends, great trad friends and followers, and I appreciate you all tuning in. I know we have folks literally from one end of the country to the other, from the East Coast to the West Coast, and from the northern borders to the southern. So once again, it's thanks to your support, your patronage, that I sit here and continue to do this 5 years on. So again, many thanks from the bottom of my heart. And again, happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. So Star of the County Down, as Irish of a tune as they ever get. We've played it here on the session over the years in every version that you can. We've slowed it way down, done it in 3/4 time, like a slow air. We've played it up to tempo. I've grabbed a guitar and sung it in my own inimitable fashion. And today we're just going to play it as an instrumental and have some fun with it 3 times around as a rollicking, good pub-style tune. What do you say? Okay? Here we go. Star of the County Down. One for everybody. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Star of the County Down is a good old-fashioned instrumental tune. And I hope you enjoyed playing that one along with me, that's for sure. A mighty, mighty fine tune. And let's go right into the next tune as well. That one was in E minor, and so is this one. One of the most famous single reels in the Irish trad repertoire, Drowsy Maggie. It's one of the first tunes that many students learn. It's actually kind of a tricky tune for us fiddle players, with a lot of string changes and slurs. The very first measure. And there's also plenty of opportunity for sticky fingers, or straddled fingers, as I like to say. In fact, I've noticed that the tunes that I picked here, these great Irish trad tunes we're playing today on St. Patrick's Day, that there's lots of opportunity for us fiddle players to keep our fingers down, or just barely move them from one string to the other without picking them up. And many of these tunes are going to go much, much better, much smoother, and sound better if you keep your fingers down as you move back and forth between the different strings. I'm going to answer my dad just piped in with a question, and he wondered if the Star of the County Down is a jig or is it undefined. Actually, I played it in 4/4 time that time, Dad, so that makes it kind of a song. Really, it's not really anything. It's a song that you sing more than that you dance to. But you could say I kind of played it in the style of a reel more than a jig. So do want to go ahead and clear that up for my dad. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, Drowsy Maggie, a little close up for you fiddle players right away. I keep my fingers down. The first two notes of the whole tune are first finger on the D string and first finger on the A, so I don't try and pick it up. I roll it across. Straddle it or toggle it is what I like to call it. We're going to see that happen a lot in a number of the tunes that we play today, so I'll bring that up more than once. All right, we've done this tune dozens of times, I think, over the years. And here we go again, 4 times around. This tune is a single reel. You can play it many times and have a lot of fun with it. So I'll play it 2 times, medium, and then I'll kick up the tempo a little bit so we have more of a pub sound. Here we go. Here we go with Drowsy Maggie. Drowsy Maggie is the name of that tune. Oh, I've played that many, many times. It's sometimes a tradition at some pub sessions where the players start it kind of slow and then they get it faster and faster and faster and faster until it's almost too fast to play, and that's the way they end the session. So fun times there with Drowsy Maggie. Let me say a special hi to an old friend who I see just stopped by on this special day, Kent Kreider, an old friend of mine from Paducah, Kentucky. Good old days and the old country radio days. And it's so nice to see you out there, Kent. And I know you're doing well, so thanks for stopping by. That's one of the cool things here on Facebook is you kind of sometimes connect with, reconnect with folks you haven't thought of in a long time. Okay, it's time to switch out hats. Let's put Nan's back on. There we go. Looking good, looking good. And oh yeah, here's Stephanie. Mentions that Drowsy Maggie is one of her favorites. Yes, I always love it. And oh, hi to Jan over there in New Jersey. Appreciate you stopping by. And Kim Harris as well in Timberlake, Nova Scotia. So anyway, I hope you guys have been having a great day here, and maybe you played, some of you who played some gigs. And in fact, I know that some folks, my good friends like Julie, who gave me this t-shirt, Franco, some folks, they let me know that they couldn't make it tonight to watch live because guess what? They've got St. Patrick's Day gigs, so I don't blame them one tiny bit. Of course, you can catch me later on here. I'll be, this is available the way that Facebook does things nowadays for 30 days. But within 24 hours, this session will also be up. I'll post it on my YouTube channel now. And many of my older sessions are already getting many views, up 100 100 or more views, and folks are enjoying watching it later. I'll mention that again in just a few minutes, but let's play one more tune here before we get to the bottom of the hour. The Mug of Brown Ale. I thought that was a great jig to play for St. Patrick's Day. There has been many a session I did in years past back at McSherry's in Fairhope, and we all had a mug of brown ale in front of us, usually a Guinness, sometimes a Smittix, but certainly many happy times with tunes and good beverages. The Mug of Brown Ale is a fairly challenging little jig, so you fiddle players want to watch out. Just like with Drowsy Maggie, there's a lot of string changes, bow changes across strings really quick. And this tune, this jig starts with a 2-note pickup. This won't be the first jig tonight. This is the first, but we'll do at least one more. And you wouldn't think that would be a big deal, whether a tune has a 1-note pickup or a 2-note pickup. But in jigs, it's frantic business to make it 2 notes instead of 1, because that's the count is 5/6. 5/6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, da 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 da. So you have to be ready as you turn the A section around on a tune like this, and as you turn the whole tune around and finish up the tune and start it over. The last measure is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. You got to jump right back. So you have to think fast and not be panicky about a 2-beat pickup. But it does make a difference. It really, really does. So just like these last couple tunes, we'll do the Mug of Brown Ale in A minor 2 times around medium, and then I'll kick it up 1 time, the 3rd time, so that we get a real good feel for how much fun this tune is and how you got to be ready as you play each section. The Mug of Brown Ale. 1, 2, 1, 2. Fine rollicking jig there. Lots of nice string changes and da 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 da. I love any of the jigs that have a melody that has one note on one string and two notes on the other, dee da da, kind of counts itself and really gives a tune a really exciting movement, I think. So I hope you liked those first 5 tunes. This is the time of the session that I like to make a bunch of announcements, and the first announcement is just to remind you guys that I'm on YouTube now, and all the sessions that I do each Monday within 24 to 48 hours, I'll also have it up on my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/little c/Tom Morley Fiddle, and it'll take you to my YouTube channel. And what I'm going to try to do every week that I'm on Facebook is get the play along session up within a day or so. This one I'm going to try real hard to hurry up and do so that folks can still enjoy it with just a day or so after St. Patrick's Day. And many of the older sessions that I've done from the archives, as I like to say, are also going up there. So you can visit my channel and play all kinds of tunes anytime you want in my comments about each session. It includes the sound, the playlist, and the exact times that you can click on to go right to the tune and hear me count it off basically and play it. You can cut out all this yapping that I do, so that's a nice thing. So please make sure you check out my YouTube channel and subscribe and like my videos if you haven't done that already, and I'll really appreciate it. And a new way for you to see my sessions anytime you want at your convenience. Plus, don't forget, folks, that you can slow down any tune to different speeds. So now I don't have to feel locked into playing here on Monday nights on Facebook at a particular speed. I can go ahead and play medium or fast, and then you can watch it on YouTube and slow it down. So that's one of the most important things that has happened here with the old play-along sessions after all these years. This is the first of 4 play-along sessions that I'll do for the next 4 Mondays, this one included. I'll be back on the 24th of March and the 31st of March and on the 7th of April. So we'll do 4 Mondays in a row before I take a break to lead my local Chattanooga players. So plenty of opportunities to tune in on the Monday nights and play along with me. Next week, as if today wasn't a big enough occasion, next week, the 24th of March, will be my actual 5th anniversary play-along session. And we'll commemorate 5 exact full years of me officially putting on these Monday night sessions and people tuning in and playing along. I don't really count the St. Patrick's Day one because that was a crazy chance that coincided with the start of the COVID pandemic, and I didn't know that I was going to ever do it again, let alone 5 years later. So big opportunity for you to tune in for that show. And if you have any special requests, any tunes that I've played over the years here that you can think of that you've enjoyed and would like me to add to the playlist for next week, please put them in your comments. I will read them, and if I can fit it in to my 5th anniversary playlist next week, I will certainly do that. So think about that, folks that are tuned in right now, and make a mention of any of your favorite tunes that I have shared with you over these 5 years. Okay. A quick mention of Fiddle Hell on April 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Go to fiddlehell.org. Check out the amazing Fiddle Hell online sessions for 4 full days. You just won't believe all the things you get for your money. And I'll be leading a slow jam, what they call a slow jam Irish session, on the morning of April 5th. So you might join me then. And folk school, the John C. Campbell Folk School, I know for a fact that a few of my trad friends from the Midwest are going to come and visit me and be part of my class on May 30th, 31st, and June 1st, that 3-day weekend where we're going to get together and play tunes, and I'll show every secret and clever thing I know about playing Irish music. So there you go. So many good things happening. And once again, thanks to all of you for tuning in. Well, I think we need to keep going now and continue to celebrate March 17th, St. Patrick's Day 2025. St. Pat Rex Day for anybody out there that likes dinosaurs and paleontology as much as I do. All right, don't forget to stick around, hang around here, because later on in the session, I'll open this box of Lucky Charms and see how many I can pour in my mouth all at once. You don't want to miss that? No, sir. All right, let's get serious here for a second and play a tune that's been associated with Irish folks and St. Patrick's Day for as long as I know. It's the Londonderry Air, or Danny Boy. And we've all heard it sung by operatic singers and Irish tenors and women and children and and played as instrumentals and sweeping orchestral versions. And I remember it as a very, very young boy as being the theme to the Danny Thomas show, actually, back in the late 50s, early 60s. So we need to do Danny Boy together. Let's do this 2 times around. I'm going to send this out to my dad, George Morley. He's always loved this tune, and he sings it like a real Irish tenor, a real trooper. Just I wish you could all hear his rendition. He sings it so lovely. So I'll be thinking of you, Dad, as I play this, and we all can enjoy the Londonderry Air, the Danny Boy, the most famous Irish tune that gets requested every St. Patrick's Day. In the key of G is how I put it. Here we go, everybody. Top one more time. Danny boy, especially there for my dad. And I'd like to say hi to my brother, Steve, who has tuned in today uh, on this special day. This makes it even more special. Thanks, bro, for tuning in and watching your old brother play tunes to amuse the multitudes. All right, so there we go. A pretty melody, and I hope you enjoyed playing that one along with me, my trad friends, on this special Monday, St. Patrick's Day play along session, 215th session. Whoa, it's just amazing. Well, I have a new tune to share with everybody. I haven't done that in a while. This is the Coalminer's Reel. It's a tune that I have enjoyed playing for many years. And as I was preparing it to share with you guys, I was looking up some details and found out that it was published clear back in 1903 in the famous O'Neill's collection. But it did not go by the title The Coalminer's Reel. And this, I did not know this in all the years I've played this tune. I found out that the original name of this tune is More Power to Your Elbow. Okay. What? So I have no idea what that means. Maybe as a coal miner, when you dig coal, you have to put a lot of effort into it and you need more power in your elbow. I don't know, but that's the original name of this reel, folks, and I love it even more now than I did before. This tune is a challenging tune, my trad friends and all you fiddle players out there. Let me give you a couple quick hints before we start on it. There's a phrase that goes over and over again. It's 2 eighth notes and then an Irish triplet. It's always open 3, 3, 2, 3 on your D string. In fact, it's the very first opening phrase. You will play that little lick 8 times in the first part and 2 times in the second half. So by the time you've played this tune once through, you'll go 12 times. So you might as well get used to that. Also, right from the end of the first measure to the second measure, you're on a 3rd finger G. The next note you need is a 3rd finger A. Don't pick your finger up, you won't have any time. You need to roll it over or straddle it and grab that note there. That's the only way to make that transition smooth. So try that 3 to 3 movement without picking your finger up. Don't do this. And then finally, the part of the phrase in the 3rd and 4th measures is really a kind of a G arpeggio. So it's not that hard. It jumps all over your fiddle, but it's a lot of fun little movements. And if you break the tune down when you're later at home and you're practicing it on your own, you'll see that it's not that hard once you learn the different elements. I think that's the main thing. Don't forget your Irish triplets, or 2 fast notes and 1 slow one. It's like saying the word cinnamon, where we say the first 2 syllables quickly and then land on the 3rd syllable. 1 and cinnamon, 1 and cinnamon. So there you go. So let's give it a try. What do you say, my trad friends? The Coalminer's Reel, or if you want to call it More Power to Your Elbow. Let's do this. And we'll do the first time around extra slow, and then I'll kick it up a notch. What do you say? Here we go. Coalminer's Reel. 1, 2, 1, and 2. let's put it all together. 1, 2, 3. Go. I hope that all the little hints and tips I gave you helped you navigate that tune, at least the slow version. It's a challenging reel, and that might be one of the reasons I've avoided it, teaching it to you. But it's a fine tune, the Coalminer's reel, more power to your elbow, and I hope you like that reel and that you'll want to practice it and add it to your repertoire. Let's go right to the next tune, the Irish Washerwoman. I had to include this one, maybe the most famous tune. If anybody hears it, they immediately think of Ireland, right? It's been around for many, many years. It was probably played for Irish entertainers in the vaudeville circuit. So, like I said, it's been around. It was probably, it's been in a lot of movies, and it has become kind of a silly tune to do, and it's not easy to play either, my friends. It's hard to navigate. It's got a 2-beat pickup, which is always tricky, like I just said a few minutes ago. And then there's a lot of sticky fingers that will help you play it a little better. But it's often put as the very first jig in a book for beginners, and I've never understood that. But here we go. Let's play the Irish Washerwoman 3 times. 1, 2. tricked me up a little bit myself. There we go, the Irish Washerwoman. Very famous tune, not that easy to play. So don't feel bad if it kicks your butt, as my good friend David in Ohio says. One more pretty tune here. This is an Irish air, sometimes played as a march, that I found a few years ago called Old Ireland, A Long Farewell. And anybody who's been to Ireland, I'm sure you know the feeling. Fran and I have been a number of times, and it's always a sad time when you have to leave, because it's such a wonderful country full of such wonderful people and wonderful music. So it's a sad and long farewell when you leave it. Here we go in the key of G, 2 times around, this pretty little tune called Old Ireland, A Long Farewell. 1, 2, 3. Top. Ireland, A Long Farewell. Pretty little melody, not so well known. Just the opposite of Danny Boy, I guess. So we played 2 slow airs on the absolute 2 ends of the spectrum there of how well folks know it. I want to thank you all once again every time you tune in and play along, and every time you send a little donation my way to my virtual tip jar at paypal.me/IrishTradFiddle. I appreciate it so much. I can't explain or express it right here, but I do appreciate it. And once again, as I've said before, that's why I'm still here 5 years on, is thanks to you guys being such great trad friends. All right, we have time for one more tune. Maggie in the Woods, also known as St. Patrick Was a Gentleman. But I did promise you all that I would check out these Lucky Charms, right? So I think that we need to do that right now. Everybody needs to get a box of Lucky Charms. They're actually very good. They've got they're gluten-free. The green marshmallows in this box will turn your milk green and your tongue green, is what Fran and I have figured out. But it's a fine cereal, and I suggest everybody get some Lucky Charms and give them a try. I'm going to have some now. Oh, they are magically delicious. This is what I thought. Well, thanks, Mom and Dad, for sending me my Lucky Charms. Chew them up there. And thank you all for joining me for St. Patrick's Day 2025. Maggie in the Woods, also known as St. Patrick Was a Gentleman. That's why I picked it. Are you ready? Polka time, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Happy St. Patrick's Day one more time to you all. You'll have a great week. Take care of yourself. Play some tunes. And join me next week for my official 5th anniversary play-along session. You don't want to miss that. You all take care for now. Bye-bye.